Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Tarot of Nella. So today is a really exciting unboxing full flip through of the Corpse Bride tarot deck. So this deck I actually made myself. So this is the backs of the cards. So as you can see, we have Emily and Victor down here with the dog Scraps. The edges are gilded blue. Obviously it was going to be blue because that colour definitely fits the Corpse Bride. So I absolutely love the back ends with the blue gilding. I think it's stunning and beautiful. So I did go for a gloss finish. So you can see there is a gloss finish on this. But yeah, the reason that I made this deck was because I was thinking about what is missing in my collection, and I am obsessed with The Corpse Bride. It's one of my favourite films, and there isn't a deck, so I was like, I have to make one. So just to kind of put a disclaimer out there, it's not for sale. I am not selling it due to copyright reasons. It's for my own personal use. But I just wanted to share my creation with you to see what you all think. So I'm going to zoom in so you can see the cards. So this is the full. So as you can see, we have Emily on the cliff. I thought it would be a good way to follow the Rider-Waite system as much as possible. So then we have the Magician. So this is the Wine of Ages Poison. That is from the spell book that, as Victor had given up on Victoria, he agreed to drink the Wine of Ages poison to kill himself and join Emily in undead matrimony. So this is why this is the Magician. Then we have the High Priestess. So obviously I thought I would incorporate the eye because the High Priestess is obviously intuitive, so I thought it makes sense to have something to do with her amazing popping eyes with the worm kind of coming out as a type of kind of third eye. Then we have the Empress. So of course this was going to be Emily. So next we have the Emperor, which we have Victor for the Emperor. So then we have the Hierophant. So this is the exchange of rings, which makes sense for the Hierophant as it's a card of commitments. And then the Lovers, which is probably one of my favourites. And we have little Scraps in the middle. So yeah, if you're a Corpse Bride fan, I feel like you're really going to like this deck. This is the Chariot. So we have the horse and carriage here. So then we have the Strength card. So we have Victoria and Victor here because they have a strong bond, they have a strong love, so that's why they're the Strength cards. So next we have the Hermit. So I really loved the light kind of shining from the church window here, so it kind of fared with the type of lantern that is in the Hermit card, and she is a bit of a hermit, you know, she is technically dead. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune. So I kind of incorporated this with the big moon being the type of wheel. Next we have Justice. So I really liked the fact he's kind of holding these scissors, because it kind of gives you the element of justice. Definitely when we have like scales on each side as well. I don't know, I just really liked this card for Justice. Then we have the Hanged Man. So as you can see, we kind of have these kind of strings, blue strings here, which are kind of hanging the butterflies with the skeleton hand. So then we have the Death card. So I love this one for Death. So Emily had remained buried under a tree for 8 to 9 years prior to meeting Victor. So when Victor was practicing his wedding vows, he slipped his ring onto her hand, which he mistook for an upturned root in the ground, and that caused Emily to basically rise from her grave. So then we have Temperance. I just love how happy she looks here. It kind of really is quite peaceful looking. That represents the Temperance energy. Then we have the Devil, and she really does look quite scary here, but she, you know, obviously is quite angry. She does get angry in the film at times, so this is why we have this card as the Devil. Then we have the Tower, and I wanted to make sure I had the church tower here. So as you can see, we have the tower in the background. So then we have the Star. So again, we have Emily looking beautiful, but we have all these types of like twinkling stars around her. Then we have the Moon. So this is Victor with Victoria looking up at the moon, which is very perfect for this card. So next we have the Sun, and I just really wanted Victor and Emily as the Sun card because it's my favorite card in the deck, and I just love this picture, this image, so that's why they are the Sun, because they're pretty happy. Next we have Judgment. Now I just love the look on her face here. It's very judgmental, so in that kind of way, that's how I felt like it fitted this card. She looks very fed up, very kind of judgmental. And then the last card is the World. So this is beautiful. This is basically the kind of ending of the film, where Emily, you know, is finally at peace, and you know, she can move on to the afterlife. So yeah, it's just a really beautiful card where all the butterflies, basically she turns into a bunch of butterflies. So next we have the Suit of Air, which is butterflies. So we have the Ace of Swords. So I'm just going to point out, this is a pip deck. I thought it was the best thing to do for this deck because it's very, very hard to do 78 individual cards. So I mainly focused on the majors, and then I created a pip deck. So you'll start to see more of what I mean. So as you can see, we have the Ace of Swords, we have the Two of Swords, and obviously the blue butterflies are very much something that is representative of the Corpse Bride and the film. So if you know, you know. Four of Swords, we have the Five of Swords, the Six of Swords, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. So then we're moving on to the court cards. So we have Maggot. He is one of Emily's friends. So he is the Page of Swords. Then we have the Knight of Swords, which is also one of Emily's best friends, who gives her really like lots of advice. So She is the Black Widow Spider. And then obviously we have Emily as the Queen of Swords because she's obviously cold, she's dead, so Queen of Swords was very fitting to have her as the Queen of Swords, because the Queen of Swords is always represented as someone who's hurt from love as well. And then we have the King of Swords because this was actually her husband before she died, and who obviously killed her. So he is the King of Swords because, again, yeah, he's a ice cold man. Then we're moving on to the Pentacles. So we have Maggot for the Pentacles. So we have the Ace of Pentacles. So this is representing of Earth. So he's a type of earthy worm. 2, the 3, we have the 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then the 10 of Pentacles. So for the court cards we have Scraps. So Scraps is Victor's deceased pet dog, and he's also a resident of the land of the dead. So this is why he is connected now to Victor. So we have the Page, and then we obviously have the Knight, which is Victor, and then we have his parents. So this is his mum. So this is Nell Van Dort, and then we have William Van Dort, the father. Then we're moving on to Wands. So this is the Suit of Fire, and we have Scraps representing this. So he is the Ace of Wands, the 2 of Wands, 3 of Wands, 4 of Wands, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. So then we have the Page of Wands, and this is probably one of my favourite court cards. This is the skeleton boy from the land of the dead, and then we also have the sister. So this is the skeleton girl that lives in the land of the dead as well. They are so cute. So then we have Mrs. Plum. She is the Queen of Wands. I mean, she's a cook, so it kind of makes sense she's connected to fire. We have the King of Wands, which is the Elder. This is one of the residents of the land of the dead, and he's usually hunched over a skeleton. So yeah, he has no teeth, he's frail bones, and a cracked open skull. So yeah, he's definitely represented as the King of Wands, as the oldest in the suit. And then we have the Suit of Cups. So we have the Ace of Cups, we have the 2 of Cups. So I've used like glasses of wine here to kind of represent the wine of ages. So we have the 3 of Cups, the 4 of Cups, 5 of Cups, the 6, 7, 8, 9, and then the 10 of Cups. So for the Page of Cups we have the Town Crier. So makes sense because pages are messengers, and he has like ringing this bell. Then we have the Knight of Cups, which is Victoria. We have the Mum, which is Magdalene Everglot. And then the Father, King of Cups, which is Finis Everglot. So I'm going to shuffle the deck. And because it has a nice gloss finish, it's quite slippery, so it's quite easy to kind of shuffle. So we're going to get a collective message for the collective. But let me know in the comments what you think of the deck, because I'm just so happy, because like I said, this was missing and I think it's really beautiful. I really love it, and yeah, so I definitely will be using it for readings. So let's see what collective message we can bring forward. What does the collective need to know right now? So we have the Knight of Swords. What's this Knight of Swords energy? We also have the Four of Wands. Let's see if we can get a court card. Court card, please. And yeah, we have a court card. Thank you. We have the Tower. So I feel like this message is really representing the fact that right now you need to build a stronger foundation in your life, okay? Because the Tower, you know, it's not built on the best foundation. It could be stronger, right? So we can definitely strengthen things in our life. And, you know, when things don't work out, we can try again, and then we can kind of work on what didn't work and then rebuild something that's much stronger for us to work out. So at the moment you could be going through a bit of a hiccup, bit of a, you know, a midlife crisis where you feel like something's not working out for you. But because the Four of Wands is in the middle, this is a number of stability. So this is letting you know that when it comes to your domestic life, your home life, everything's kind of going to be starting to work out in your favor. Because this embodies the essence of happy families, reunions and celebrations, I definitely feel like this is kind of giving you the home that's going to bring you warmth, okay, and a welcoming environment. So I feel like there's some like work to do. It's almost like when you're trying to create a party and you need to get everything ready for it. There's definitely this energy of a sense of belonging when we kind of can make everything perfect in the way that we want it to be. So just keep rebuilding, keep working hard to make this happen, because the Knight of Swords is about taking your thoughts into action. Your ideas can make this work. You just need to believe in yourself and believe that you can make it work. So this is what I have for the collective. I really hope you enjoyed this deck. I have loved creating decks recently, so I probably will be making more decks because I just love making decks. It's really fun, and yeah, so let me know in the comments what you thought of my Corpse Bride deck. Let me know, but I'm very proud of it, and I really do love it. It's very, that's kind of like a dark deck, so very me. So until next time, I am sending you so much spooky love and light.